Aluminium is a durable and strong metal that is corrosion resilient and a good reflector and a good conductor of electricity and heat. Apart from these properties, aluminium is also non-magnetic and non-toxic. Because of these characteristics, it has numerable functions in the electrical industry, transport containers and packaging, building and construction consumer goods, for example utensils, machinery and communications. Therefore, the growth of aluminium smelter plant in India is quite evident. Hey guys, welcome to Enterclimate, a leading environmental consultancy. My name is Diksha Khetani and today I'll be telling you about how to set up an aluminium smelter plant in India. So, if you are also planning to start a business in this field, don't skip and watch the complete video. So, let us get back to the topic quickly. So, before I get into the details, here's a quick fact for you. In India, the utensils business grew considerably from 1929 onwards, but the local manufacturing of aluminium metal was attempted only in 1937. Let us now talk about the market overview of aluminium smelter plant in India. The global annual aluminium production is 4.17 thousand metric tons, with China contributing the maximum proportion. This is followed by the Gulf Cooperation Council, North America and India. In 2021, the aluminium smelter market was estimated at 82.92 billion US dollars. Furthermore, the global aluminium smelting market is projected to increase at a compound annual growth rate of 5.15% from 2021 to 2027. The scope of application for the aluminium smelter plant in India is also broadening in agriculture. India, among the major farm equipment manufacturers like tractors, tillers and harvesters, aluminium smelting is the second most crucial metallurgical industry in India. Now, to understand how this happens altogether, let us discuss the aluminium smelting process in detail. Number 1. Aluminium smelting is extracting aluminium from its oxide alumina. The entire process is done commonly by adopting the Hall-Héroult principle at the aluminium smelter plant in India. Alumina is mined from the bauxite ore using the Bayes process at an alumina refinery. Step 2 includes an aluminium smelter plant in India using a vast amount of electricity in the electrolysis method. Smelters are likely to close to substantial hydraulic power stations to decrease the overall carbon footprint. Coming to the next section of the video, now you will be knowing about the importance of aluminium in different sectors. The demand for aluminium in electrical and electronics transportation and construction sector is 32, 18 and 16% respectively. This is followed by packaging, consumer durables, industrial machinery sector with an aluminium demand of 12, 6 and 4%. Both the powders and chemicals and other sectors share 6% aluminium demand each. Now, it's time to take up the topic of authorization for establishing an aluminium smelter plant in India in detail. To get the aluminium smelter plant in India authorized under the Water and Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Acts, the owner has to acquire consent certificates, that is consent to establish and consent to operate. However, the procurement process for these certificates is similar. The certification Form is uploaded on the official website of the State Pollution Control Board or the Pollution Control Committee with the important documents. This is followed by an evaluation. Once the documents and the form are analyzed for the acquisition of CTO, a government official from the state authorities monitors a site inspection. He or she then frames an inspection report as per the observation. And finally, according to this inspection report, the consent certificate is granted. CTE is obtained by the owner of the aluminium smelter plant before the plant is instituted. The smelter acquires CTO after the plant is instituted and is equipped to start the process under the acts mentioned. Well, that's not all. Besides the authorization, the smelter needs some additional licenses as well. I will be naming all the licenses required in the upcoming sections. To start with, one needs hazardous waste authorization. The registration relating to the establishment of any unit which disposes of hazardous waste is managed and handled under the Hazardous Waste Management, Handling and Transboundary Movement Rules 2016. To get the hazardous waste authorization, the smelter must apply under Form 1 to the concerned SPCB to register. Next is the company license. Documents required for the company license for establishing an aluminium smelter plant are address proof, PAN card, MOA, GST registration certificate, AOA, and the third most important license is Udyam MSME registration. MSME registration needs the owner of the aluminium smelter plant to apply via the centralized online portal of the regulating authority. The MSME ministry is the nodal authority in this case. The smelter must then upload the directed documents. Okay, so now coming to the next one, which is the factory license acquired by the aluminium smelter plant. To establish the unit, the owner must register under the Factories Act. According to the Act, the producer must get a factory license which the Chief Inspector of the Labour Commissioner organization grants. The license is obtained after examining the aluminium smelter plant as directed. Next on the list is the Import-Export Code registration. Import-Export Code IEC is the individualized 10-digit code granted by the Ministry of Commerce. It is needed for every exporter and importer in India. The Ministry of Commerce authorizes the IEC through the Directorate General of Foreign Trade, that is DGFT. It is a one-time authorization that does not require new registration or authorization. The application for certification is submitted online to the portal of Ministry of Commerce with digital signature certificate, legal documents and bank details. This is prescribed by the authorities, after which the IEC is authorized. Well, the list of additional licenses is also quite exhaustive. So, in this order, up next is Fire NOC. The Fire NOC is mandatory for aluminium smelter plant. The NOC is approved by the local municipality authority and regulated by the state authorities. This comprises applying for a NOC with the mandated documents, which will be furthered to the Chief Officer of the Fire Service Department responsible for conducting a site inspection. After the inspection, the report is made and presented to the department, scrutinizing further before the fire NOC is ultimately granted. Next is the GST certificate. The documents required for the same are PAN card, MSc authorized incorporation certificate, MOA, AOA, Aadhaar card of the applicant, address proof, bank details and so on. Coming up is the trade license needed by the aluminium smelter plant. Municipal corporation gives a trade license for the aluminium smelter plant. However, this depends on the rules and guidelines set by the state authorities. The licenses or documents required are needed to be submitted along with the application. So here we reach to the end of this video. As you can see, with the increase in the market for aluminium products and its many advantages, setting up its plant seems beneficial. Setting up an aluminium smelter plant will prove to be a lucrative business with market estimates of 82.92 billion US dollars. The global aluminium smelting market is projected to increase at a CAGR of 5.15% from 2021 to 2027 with numerous government initiatives. This can be the case given that the smelter gets proper authorization and understands its responsibility towards the environment and circular economy model. So this was all about the detailed process to set up an aluminium smelter plant. I sign off here giving you enough time to comprehend the video well. We would love to hear from you in form of comments or feedback that you may have regarding the video. In case of any queries, feel free to reach us by contacting on the details being shown on your screens below. If you found the video interesting, don't forget to like and share it. Also, do subscribe our channel for watching more such informative videos. Thank you.